in recognition of this, their club decided that as a memorial to him, they would become a 100% Paul Harris Fellow Club. And they did. And the district governor resolved that that year his district would rise to new levels in their giving to the Rotary Foundation. And they did. They not only raised more money, but they entered into 2 large 3H projects. And the district governor, when questioned about it, said, "Oh, my Rotarians did all the work. My job was the easiest of all. All I had to do was say, thank you." I want to just touch on another challenge that's been offered to us, and that's the Gates Challenge. Most of you know what happened. The Gates Foundation offered us $100 million down at Salt Lake City at the convention if we would match it to be used in Polio Plus. On the stage at the International Assembly in San Diego in January, Bill Gates walked on the stage and he said, "You're doing so well at that, and the need is so great that I'm going to up the ante, and I'm going to give you another $255 million. And you only have to match $100 million of it, and you've got 3 years to do it." An interesting way in which he gave the money to us. I never heard of anything like this before. I've worked with matched gifts before, and so have you. But have you ever worked with one like this, where the match was given to you in a check up front on condition that it be spent immediately in the first year? Somebody said, "What happens if we don't meet the match?" He said, "Oh, you will." What confidence in Rotary. And he has spoken since then on, and I gave a little copy of a speech that he gave just recently, 5 minutes long, in which he explained why he had such confidence in Rotary. He makes the point that Rotary has, throughout the Polio Plus campaign, been the conscience of the movement. And I can confirm this because I have been present in Geneva, Switzerland, and in other places in the world where people, some non-believers, even some members from WHO and CDC, who were concerned about our ability to complete the project. There were other greater needs, and people were calling for transfers of funds to measles and to malaria and to other deadly diseases. And then they would turn to look at the Rotary representative sitting at a desk on the side, and then would go back and they would vote to continue their commitment to eradicating polio. And many times I have been told by representatives of other organizations that Rotary's chief contribution to Polio Plus has not been our money. It has been our persistence, our commitment. We are the conscience of the movement. The impact of the Gates Challenge ought to mean really something to each Rotarian. It ought to mean something to people who aren't Rotarian. You know, Bill Gates was asked why didn't he give the money to World Health Organization or CDC or UNICEF, and he said, "No, I want it to go to Rotary because I have confidence in them." Our progress toward matching the $200 million that is our obligation, it's good, and we have additional time to complete it. We're up over just $115 million toward the $200 million goal. But we've got to work at it, and your Polio Plus chairman in this district has wonderful plans for doing your share, and I might even say a little bit more than your share. And I congratulate you for that. I want to bring my remarks to an end here with just a couple of thoughts. We had a president of Rotary from Switzerland, a fellow by the name of Bob Barth. He was a lawyer by profession and training, but he spent his life as a candy manufacturer, one of the biggest in all of Europe. He was a good Rotary president. He was the author of the SHARE program, and those of you who work with the foundation understand that was the means by which we transfer to the district funds which you have raised over the years. Bob Barth said this, and it's something that I remember every time I put my Rotary pin on. He said, when we wear our Rotary pin, we are also telling others, you can rely on me. I am dependable. I am available. I give more than I take, and I add value. I printed that out and I carry it in my wallet just to remind myself what that Rotary pin means to me and what it undoubtedly means to other people who see it. May I close by just saying to you, the future of Rotary indeed is in your hands. Will you identify and invite a new member to join your club? Will you commit to support the Rotary Foundation as a sustaining member each year? Will you host a youth exchange student or a group study exchange team member? Will you go on an NID or volunteer in Central America? Will you offer to chair a project or a fundraiser in your club? The future of Rotary is in our hands, and service is our business. In 1963, representative of the president to my district conference in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, I don't remember anything else about that conference except I remember something that he said. I've never forgotten it. Service means helping people, not just doing nice things. The future of Rotary is indeed in our hands. Thank you very much for your many courtesies, and Carol and I have thoroughly enjoyed being with you. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Chuck, and thank you, Carol and Chuck, for coming